to Wednesday night Scrap Your Stash. My name is Pam Morin. I am a Creative Memories advisor, and I go live every Wednesday night to show you some fun layouts, have some fun playing in our scrapbooking room, and just take some time for ourselves. And I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. I have a fun layout. I can't wait to get to it. It's something different, something I haven't done in a while. So I hope that you'll like this blast from the past and that it will help you use up some of those scraps in your stash. I see people jumping on with me tonight, so please say hi and let us know where you're joining from. It's always fun to see what part of the country or the world that you're joining from. We've had some Australians join us a couple times, which was really cool. And we just love to know what you're working on, and if you're scrapbooking tonight with us. So I would love for you to leave a comment and say hi. I just have a couple things that I wanted to remind you about. First is my Friday night virtual crop is this Friday, December the 12th, from 6:30 to 10 in my Zoom room, and you can register for this virtual crop. Let me find it here. Where is it? Here it is. You can register just by clicking on this QR code and putting in your name and email address. I just have people register because that adds an extra layer of security for who can join the virtual crop. And we just get together, and this Friday we're going to be making sketches together from the Creative Memories virtual crop. So it's my favorite virtual crop of the month. I really love making sketches, so I'm looking forward to it. We have 4 sketches. We usually get at least 3 of the 4 sketches done, which gets you kind of ahead because the Creative Memories virtual crop starts at 5 or 6 p.m. on Eastern on Friday, and we start our virtual crop at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Friday, and so we start making those sketches right away. So you get at least 3 of them done on Friday night that you can take a picture of and then put out on the Creative Memories virtual crop group to try and win a prize. So it's lots of fun. We love working on the sketches together and collaborating on, measurements and the layout and the design. That's so much fun. And, we have people who are good at math, not me, who can help us figure out the dimensions and the sizes of all of the pieces in the sketch. So it's just lots of fun. And we have been doing this for 2 years. We just are great friends, and we love welcoming new friends to our crop. It's so much fun to meet new people. We have ladies joining from California all the way to Connecticut. So I hope y'all will join us this Friday night at 6:30 on my Zoom room. All right, and just, register by hovering your phone over this QR code, clicking on the link, and providing your name and email address. All right, I hope to see you on Friday night. And one more thing that I wanted to remind you about. The 60% off sale is still going on. There are over 172 products that were marked down at least 60%. And you would not believe there's paper packs, 12-piece paper pack, 12 pieces of paper that are usually $5 marked down to, usually $10 marked down to $5. So that's 50% off. So most things, so it says up to 60% off, I should say. So the maximum markdown is 60%, but you need to go out there and check out all of these great products that have been out on the website all year long and are now marked down for you to grab. Things you've probably been thinking, oh, I'd love to get that, or I better put that on my wish list. So grab those items now because they are going fast and they are 60% off, up to 60% off. So yeah, it's a great time to go out there. Plus, oh my gosh, I forgot to add this in. Also going on this week, you get, hold on, wait for it. Hold on, it's still uploading. There we go. Free shipping. So not only can you purchase those items at up to 60% off, you get free shipping on orders $100 or more. So what a great deal. You don't even have to pay to have all of those sale items shipped to you. You get them shipping free this week. So it's just a great time to go out there. And, you know, there are things out there that will be great for anyone on your shopping list. Card kits, journals and planners, and just all the things that are fun to give, fun crafts to do together. So not only can you give it to someone as a present, but then you can schedule time with that person to make the things together. How fun is that? That's a great time. Or you can, make them together when you're together over the holidays. So it's there's always something out there for everyone on your list, whether it's school projects that you need some supplies for, or crafts that you want to make with friends, or crops, or retreats that you're going to next year. There's really something for everybody out there. And also, one more thing I'm just thinking of. If you've been thinking about joining my team, because you want to get the current gift, now is the time to do it. You have to do it before December 31st in order to get this rainbow dot large pod tote for free. When you join my team, this is the gift right now. And in January, a new gift starts. And the rumor is that the gift is going to be a fun hat. And I don't remember what the other gift is. So if you're looking for something more for organization, now's the time to do it, to grab this tote as your free gift. Because this tote holds so much. I just took it to my my retreat last weekend, and was able to pack so much stuff in that tote. Plus, it has a pocket on the inside of the lid, so you can put some flat items in there like scissors or foam squares or things like that, stickers, that sort of thing. So it just holds so much, and it's so cute. Love the rainbow theme. I'm hoping they bring a whole lot back next year with the rainbow. I love the rainbow dots. But now's your time to get that tote before the gift changes in January. Sorry. So join my team by the end of December and you get that tote. The gift starting in January, like I said, is a hat, and it says Scrappy Time, I think, on the front of it. It's a really cute hat. And I can't remember what the other item was that you get for free starting in January. So just wanted to remind you guys, if you've been looking and thinking about joining because you want that free tote, now's the time to do it. All right, I'm going to jump over and say hi. I'm so glad my chat is working this week. I just love saying hi to everybody and seeing who's on. Hello, Jenny from, oh gosh, she is up there in Greene, Ohio, and she said it's snowing like crazy. Well, Jenny, I think we are getting a few little flurries right now. And I think we're about to get a couple inches tonight. And that's why you see me dressed bundled up like I'm freezing, because I'm freezing. I have just been cold all day. It's been really cold here in Ohio, in Dayton, Ohio. So I feel for you. I every year they say that we're going to get a lot of snow that winter. And last year we didn't hardly have any snow. And this year we've had it now 3 or 4 times already. So I guess this is the year for lots of snow. Hey, Bev in Central Ohio. I wonder if you're getting some snow there, Bev. Has it hit you yet? And there's Rita from Florida. She's in sunny Florida, probably staying nice and warm down there, not worried about snow at all. All right, well, let's get going on our fun project tonight. I'm going to flip over here to my table, and then I'm just going to turn off this little guy down here in the corner. There we go, so that you can see my whole table. All right, so what I thought we would do tonight is grab some of our scraps, which is very appropriate because this is called Scrap Your Stash. And we are going to cut these up into 3x3 squares, and we're going to place a design on the left side of our paper. And then we are going to have a strip of paper on the right side of our layout to match that design. So let's see what I have here. Now, these are all scraps left over from when I was trying to get caught up a couple weeks ago on my virtual crop sketches. And so I was scrapbooking all weekend, it was not a terrible thing whatsoever. I was having so much fun down in my scrapbooking room every day. But these are what was left over from those layouts. And so I thought, well, why not use them up? Because they all match. They're all in the same tone. It's a fall theme for me tonight. And then I had these 2 pieces, 12 by 12 left over from a previous Croptoberfest. So I'm going to use the green side of this paper for my background. And like I said, we're just going to cut these pieces down to 3x3. And then we're going to arrange them in a square as if like a quilt, I guess you would say. And that's going to be the background for a picture. So that is the thought process behind what we're doing tonight. And I'm just going to get started here on trimming some of these pieces down to 3x3. So there we go. They're going to be this size. You could also do 4x4, and you could also do smaller and do the square punch. If you'd rather punch your squares out, use your square punch. Now the square punch is only 1 3/4, I think, wide. So you're going to need more of these since they are smaller, but that's okay. That will still look gorgeous on your layout. Just trying to get my ruler out here so I could just verify that size of this. Yeah, 1 3/4 square is what you'll get with the square punch if you use that. Okay, so I'm just going to cut mine because I have all these pieces already. I'm just going to trim all of these up. So I'll use this burgundy and then this stripe on the back. I do have some vellum here, so that's fun. We can change it up a little bit. Not all of it will be paper. We'll have some vellum in there too. Oh, I'm excited to lay these pieces out. I don't even know how many I'm going to need yet. So we're going to eyeball it and figure that out as we go along, just like we do every Wednesday night. We just figure it out. Let's start laying them out just so we can get an idea. And it just depends too on how big you want to make your square of squares. We could make it, I don't think we want to just do 4 squares, but you could. But I think we're going to do at least, I want to do 3 rows of 3. So I think we'll do 9. I think that sounds good. Hopefully I have enough different designs here to do that. I may have a repeat but that's okay. So there we go. There's 2 rows. Like I may have the sunflower repeat, but these sunflowers are so pretty. I think that'll be okay. Bring it up a little bit. Start on our 3rd row. So I've got the green and the sunflower. And then I've got this white, dusted white looking design here. Also a sunflower on the back. This paper pack that I used, that was the theme, was sunflowers. Almost looks like a sugar cookie. And then I have some vellum I'm going to use. Ooh, and it's got pretty leaf design in it. I may have to use 2 pieces of the vellum. All right. I'll cut this one down 3 by 3 just in case, because I don't think I have any other. Let me check my stash over here and see if I have any other designed paper. Oh, is this one too big? Too small? I think this one's too small. Yeah, that's 2-inch. Okay. So I think that's it for my smaller pieces. So then I'm going to cut this yellow, and that should do it. This should be the last one I need then. And just to conserve paper, I'm just going to cut out the 3 by 3, and that's all. I'm not going to cut the complete strip down here. So I'm going to stop here at the 3-inch using that white line on the side of my blade mechanism to know where to stop. And then I'm going to use my sight guide to make sure I'm over far enough here. Yep. There we go. We're just going to cut down to there. There we go. All right, we did it. We've got 9 different of our designer paper squares on that side. And then we are going to do this strip of paper over here. It matches my strip up there, and a border on that on this side. All right. And so far, that's what I have in mind. And I've got, I think, some die cuts here that we can decorate with. But let's get these down first so they're not getting lost on our table. And I'm going to use my slide ruler to help me line these up and get them straight. Just going to move my mat over here just a little bit. All right. So we're going to do probably what, about 1/8 of an inch in between both. Let's see. Yeah, about 1/18 of an inch between both, or between the squares. So like this. And they're 3 inches each. So that's 9 inches. So theoretically, we'll have about 1.5 inches on the top and the bottom, maybe a little less. I'm at 1 inch, I think, right there, and a little over 1 inch down at the bottom. So let's do this. I'm going to move this mat out of the way. And we're going to move this guy over. I've got some of that non-slip stuff underneath it so that my mats stay nice and straight. So that's what you see here is this non-slip stuff. We're going to lay down the ruler horizontally, so that I can see where the center is. So if I line up my center square, then we should be good, right? And then I just need to get the same width at the top and the bottom. Okay, so let me take off all of these. Let's get these out of our way. Let's start with square number 1. And let's get the square lined up. There's the 6 inches, 6-inch mark, and then should go right there is the center. Okay, right there is the center. So let's slide him down here, hopefully keeping him centered. And then I think we needed about 1 inch at the top. So there's my inch. Do the same thing at the bottom. Here's my inch at the bottom. Here's my 0. Let's do the same thing down here. Okay, so right there is the center. We need it up about 1 inch. Okay, so now they're both at 1 inch. So then if I bring the center one in, I need to bring it up. I'm going to do another 1/8 of an inch on the top and the bottom. So here's 1 inch. Bring it down to another 1/8. And let's see if that is about what we need. I think I'd like it a little closer, so I'm going to take it down another notch. Okay, so about like that. I think that'll be good. All right, very good. Whew! I hope these little pieces cooperate and stay where they're supposed to be. Yep, it's still centered. And I'm using the ruler here because it is a 0 centering ruler. So I have that 0 mark right here. And then I'm just lining it up at the 1/2 inch mark on each side. So I know it's centered right here. So let me take that off. And we're going to, okay, we're still on the mark here where I want to be, 1 inch and 3, 1 inch and 1. There. Oh, yeah. See, I was a little off. So it would have been crooked. Okay, so right there is straight. And there's my 0 and my 2 1/2 inch marks to line it up on each side. Okay, so that should be where I want it. Let's do the bottom one. And I'm just going to turn my mat. We're going to do the same thing with this one. So I'm going to come down 1 inch. So there's my inch right there. And then 3, 1, 2, 3, right there. And right there. Okay. So that should be the same then. Oh my gosh. Where has this ruler been all our lives? I definitely could not do this with my T-square. My T-square was great, but I definitely have more measuring capabilities that I can do with this. All right. Oh. So now I'm going to bring this ruler here. Okay, and I'm going to come down. I'm right on the edge of this one, of this burgundy one. I'm going to come down 1/8 of an inch and see. I think that's going to be good. I think that's the width we're going to want in between our squares. Just make sure your ruler's straight. And that means that it's it's right up against the edge of your mat because it does have a little bit of give. So just make sure it's up against the edge, either side, but just make sure it's flat up against at least on one side. And that way it's straight. Okay. So while we're here, where this yellow is, let's do the 2 pieces on either side. All right, so I got to lay these out again so I get the pattern that I want, so that the 2 that are the same aren't right next to each other. Okay, very good. I think that will be good. So I'm going to just move this for a sec. All right, let's make sure I'm right on the edge of this yellow piece here. Okay, so then I can lay these 2 down that are next to it. And again, try and get the 1/8 of an inch distance between. And for my vellum, I'm going to grab my vellum adhesive. And that is the red one. No, it's the blue one. And then just make sure when you're using our vellum, there is a darker side and a lighter side to the vellum. Make sure you have the darker side facing up. There we go. And looking for that 1/8 of an inch here again. Okay, let's just see. Did I get that straight? Looks like it. All right, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my ruler so it's at the bottom of these 3. And we'll do these 3 that are under it. Sometimes it's hard to tell which side is darker and lighter. Okay, here's the lighter side. Actually, I want to come to the top of the green one, don't I? Yeah. All right, so I move my ruler so it's at the top of the green. There we go. And now come to, or 1/8 of an inch over. Oh, for this one, I could have used the back. It's okay. I'll have 2 sunflowers. That's okay. Okay, and then one last one. Just move this up to the bottom of this piece here, the very top one. Okay, and 2 or 1/8 of an inch over. I don't know how my spacing worked here. I may not have. This one is closer over here. Maybe just it's not straight. Need to move this one up a little. Okay, well, it's good enough, right? It's actually fun. I really liked doing that. That was fun. Okay, so that is the left side of our layout. Let's do the right, and then we will decorate them both. Let me grab my piece over here. We can turn our mat right side up again. Okay, and this piece, unfortunately, isn't 12 by 12 inches long, but that's okay. You can either put it to one side and just plan on putting an embellishment, or just center it and have, that little piece showing. It doesn't have to be 12 by 12. And let me grab my ruler so we get this on straight and in the middle. So here's my 0. So we just want to make sure we're at the same point on the ruler on each end, and then we know we are halfway. Half an inch. I think that is good. I think we've got it centered right there. And I've already got some photo tape on the back of this. Oh, only at the top though. I need another piece. Just have to measure that again. So I'll get this. Okay, so let's do that again. Half an inch and half an inch. Okay, right about there. Oh. Shoot. All right, there we go. Just take that other side off. There we go. And then I had this piece left over from my layout, so I'm going to use this fun border here of pumpkins and gourds. And I think I'll sit it on top here because I want to be able to see it. And you guessed it, I am going to put it up on some foam squares. I want it to stand out and be fun. So we're going to grab our small foam squares and I don't know, try it with every other one. I like to be very generous with these foam squares because I want the whole piece to stand up evenly. I don't want it to droop down anywhere. Okay. So I think that should be good. Yeah. What a fun way to use up those scraps you have laying around. And I really did have this pile of paper. And I thought, well, I've got to organize these different designer papers somehow. And then we're using them tonight. So now I don't have to organize them because I've made a layout with them. There we go. There's our cute little gourds with our patchwork of designer paper. And like I said, I think I have a few stickers and die cuts here that we can add to it. So let me get my other mat back out here. Just moved over here. There we go. There we go. So now you can see both the left and the right side. And let's see what we have, what we want to do here. I don't know. I may find another scrap that I can put across the center here. I think that would look really pretty. I don't know if I have, I mean, I could use another piece from what I have left over, maybe the vellum in some way. Oh, that would look really pretty actually with the vellum on top. Now I'm thinking about the vellum. I had this little tag left over all by itself, so I'd love to be able to use this little tag somewhere. Maybe down in the corner here, something like that. And then we have some great stickers that we can make a cluster with. Okay, let's do this one. I like this saying, friends are the sunshine of life. So true. I had so much fun with my friends at my retreat this past weekend. I'm just taking my powder dispenser and removing the adhesive from the stickers because I'm going to put it up on foam squares. And I don't want the adhesive, sticker adhesive, sticking down. I only want it sticking down with my foam squares so that it's not drooping somewhere and sticking. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to put this up here. Friends are the sunshine of life. And then maybe we can grab a couple more stickers to tuck behind there. I like the little heart. And we've got another little heart over here. And then I like this group of little flowers. And it matches this color here, and it matches what's in the sticker. There we go. There we go, a little cluster there. And our little tag down here in the bottom corner over there. And we've got a border over here. And then I'm not sure, maybe I could use up this piece for my photo mats. And it is 8 inches. Oh, perfect. Guess what size I'm going to cut? You got it. I'm going to do 4x4s. I love 4x4s. They make it easy with your landscape and your portrait picks to trim them into the 4x4 size. And I have 4 of them. That is going to work out beautifully. We're going to have 4 photos there. And then, of course, over here, now I don't know if you want to do one picture, like if you have a 5x7, or maybe you want to do a couple 6x4 pictures on your quilted mat. But look how pretty that is. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, and we have our triangle here of die cuts. Do you know the rule of triangle? So that is a, it's not just in scrapbooking, it's a visual art kind of rule that it's going to bring your eye all around the picture or the layout or the painting when you have that triangle rule. So we do have that set of triangles with our border and our die cuts over here. So perfect. Awesome. And then probably I will do some journaling over here, or I can use my write-on stickers for some journaling on top of the pictures. Either way, I've still got plenty of room for journaling, and I'm going to get 6 pictures on here at least. Or if I didn't want to do 4x6 pictures over on this side, I could also do the 4x4s and do a couple 4x4s on this side. That would look pretty too, because then you are seeing all of the colors in your quilted square here on the left. A 4x4 would work really great. All right. Well, that was so fun, ladies. I hope you had fun making that. And if you didn't make it tonight, you can rewatch the video and make it later. We'd love to see how your layout turns out. So please post it out on my Scrap Your Stash Facebook group so we can see your finished layout. We all love to learn from each other. And that's one of the things that I love about my Friday night virtual crop is we share our layouts when we're done and spotlight the finished layouts so that we can all get ideas from each other's layouts. That is the one of the best parts of having a virtual crop and being together to get those ideas from each other. So I hope you guys will join me on Friday night. And I'm just going to jump over here. I see some other people have joined and are commenting. Let's see, Beverly said, yep, it is snowing in Columbus. Well, stay inside and scrapbook and join me on Friday night, and we will compare how much snow we each got. Oh, it's 63 in Florida, Rita said. So she said it's not real warm, but hey, that's better than 28, and we're supposed to get down to 14 over the weekend. So I will take 63 any day. Katie, thank you for saying the sunflowers are pretty. Dolores, hello from Arizona. Thanks for watching. And then Katie was saying, what a clean cut. Yes, our punches and our tools definitely are sharp. And so you're going to get that clean cut. It's not going to have those frayed edges. And if you are getting frayed edges with your 12-inch trimmer, that means it's time to replace your blade and or the mat in your trimmer. It's time to turn it to the next position on the mat and replace the blade. And what I suggest doing is when you replace the blade, write the date on it, because then you'll start to get an idea of how many months it takes you to use a blade, and you'll know, you'll have a better idea of when your blade has reached the end of its life. So just write a little date on it with a Sharpie marker is what I started doing. Hey, Sharon, thank you for watching. Sharon had a question. Is there going to be a New Year's Eve virtual crop this year? If so, how do I register? Well, Sharon, thanks for asking that. Yes, there is going to be a New Year's Eve virtual crop, and you do not have to register. That is on the Virtual Croppers Facebook group, and that's what it's called, Virtual Croppers. I don't know if I have a note on that here that I could display. I don't think I do. But you don't have to register. She has put the schedule out in the Virtual Croppers Facebook group. So you can hop over there to that group. And if you're not a member, you can join. And then she's got the schedule out there of when each of the, it's not everybody's an advisor. There are several Creative Memories advisors that will be demonstrating. But when the presenters are going to be demoing their layouts, she's got that schedule out there, each time frame of when they'll be. And it's about an hour and a half, I think, for each demonstrator to demonstrate their layouts. So I am going to be demonstrating the calendar albums. So I hope you guys will come and join me on the January 1. I'm going to be on the 1st, and I don't remember exactly what time because she had it in Central Time and I'm Eastern. So jump on out there to get the schedule, and I'll grab it and place it on my. I'll respond to your message so that you have it, so that you have the link to the Facebook group. I'll put the link out there for you, and that way you can go get the schedule. But thanks for asking that. I appreciate it. We have so much fun at that New Year's Eve. It runs 2 days. December 31st and January 1st, and there's demonstrators both days. I think 3 or 4 demonstrators both days. So you can spend your New Year's Eve and New Year's Day scrapbooking virtually, and it's free. And you don't, there's no registration that you have to do. You just have to show up and have some fun with us. So thanks for asking. I appreciate it. So let's see. Hello from Northeast Indiana. Hoping to join on Friday. I would love that. It's snowing here as well. Well, Sandy, I think it's just the best time to scrapbook is when we're getting all this snow, right? I do. All right. Hello, Sue Ellen. Gonna have to watch later. I've got Christmas Bunko tonight. Ooh, good luck. I hope you win. See you on Friday. All right. And Bev said, love it. Thank you. See you soon. I appreciate it. Thank you, Bev. And then, oh, Katie is making a junk journal, and she's going to use all of her scraps in her junk journal. Very cool. All right. Well, that is it, ladies. Thank you so much for all of the comments tonight. This was so much fun. And I will be back next Wednesday night. Let's see, Christmas is on a Thursday, so I will be demonstrating that Wednesday night too. So I don't think we're gonna lose any Wednesday nights because of holidays. So I will see you all in a week. And also tonight, don't forget that my hashtag CM Creative Crew, my December layout went live tonight in this playlist. So remember, I am collaborating with a bunch of other Creative Memories advisors, and we all record a layout. We make a layout and record it and put it in this playlist. And so tonight, my recording went live at 7 Eastern. So that is out there for you to watch. It is day 2 of our 10-day Christmas. I can't remember what it's called. Christmas. Sorry, hold on just a sec. I want to get the right name here so that when you go to it, you know you're in the right place. It is called the Christmas Layout Blitz. And there's going to be a new layout demonstrated every night. It started last night and it goes through December the 18th. So last night was Catherine's video, and then tonight is my video. And then every night until the 18th, there'll be a new video to watch in the hashtag CM Creative Crew playlist on YouTube. So all you have to do is go to YouTube and go up to the search at the top and type in hashtag CM Creative Crew, and it will take you to that playlist. And you can watch all of our videos. We put a new group of videos out every month. And so the theme this month is Christmas. So you'll see 10 different Christmas layouts in the next 10 days. And then there are, I think this is the 3rd or the 4th month that we've been putting, that we've started this collaboration. So there's several months. If you haven't watched the previous months, they are also out there and you can catch up and watch those as well. So lots of great ideas and tips and techniques from all of these Creative Memories advisors. It's been a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you'll go out there and watch my video that did go live at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. All right. So you'll get a double dose of me tonight if you watch that video tonight. Lucky you. All right. Well, thanks so much, ladies. Again, I so appreciate y'all, and I will see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully, I'll see you all sooner this Friday at my Friday Night Virtual Crop. Have a great evening. Good night.